Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We're getting ready to load cattle slats here. These are going up north of Boston, Massachusetts. Hope you all enjoy the video. We're gonna get these things loaded up, drive up overnight tonight with probably a few of the other guys, so should be a fun time. Thanks for tuning in and enjoy the video.
Where are you up today? No, I wasn't up yet.
Oh, okay.
Tomorrow morning, I'm going to go up tomorrow, help finish up, bring Dave home, and just walk around there to see what I can learn. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's
All right, nice and easy. 9 straps. These slats are about the easiest thing you can haul. Low load and all that fun stuff. So we're gonna go fill up with fuel yet, and we will catch you guys early tomorrow morning. Probably leave around 1 o'clock. We got Clyde coming. I don't know if he's reloading and going up tomorrow. He's going back up tomorrow.
No, I'm actually going to get a load of propane tanks and notes.
Yeah, 10-4. Ah, I didn't realize it was you. I guess Pop's in the other truck, huh?
Actually, the other truck's parked. He's running a pressure washer to check it out, I think.
10-4. That was Clyde's son, Josh. He's picking up some propane tanks here down the street. Yep, you too. Yeah, we're gonna grab some fuel first. That way we're ready to roll. The next morning now, and we're just heading up through. What time is it here? 3 o'clock on the dot. We got about another 3.5 hours to go. We're just getting ready to cross the, I still call it the Tappan Zee Bridge, but yeah, you guys know which bridge I'm talking about. I still call it the Tappan Zee. The new bridge has a different name. I forget what it is. Something Cuomo Bridge or something. I don't know. Jerry and Joe are out ahead of me somewheres. Probably 20 minutes ahead of me. going through Stamford, Connecticut. Looks like we got some road work, clogging things up a little bit. At the job site here. Now this is a dairy, I guess it's a dairy farm, and they have their own little store, is what it looked like on the maps. Got their own little milk and cheese store. So we'll see if we can find it here. I see an empty TMC truck there. Probably sleeping there. He probably unloaded yesterday. Alright, let's see if we can figure this out. Do we make a right here? Or do we turn at the next driveway? I think it's the next driveway. The store is on the left side here. Yeah, it looks like they're using, I gotta wait till this car goes by. There's a fire extinguisher there. I mean fire extinguisher, fire hydrant. So we got a swinger wide. Should have a nice dry site. I see some wetness here at the end of the driveway, but you know, it's been, they said it was nice and sunny here the whole time. Had some rain at home. There you go, Shaw Farm. Shaw Farm. Jerry said there's plenty of room around here. I should maybe call him first before I go on up through there. Yeah, I'm gonna walk up there. I think he said stay to the right here, and there's a pickup coming down through there. So let's walk it out and see what it's looking like. I'm guessing we're taking that way, because this would not work. Definitely not coming around this way. Sounds like I'll be able to show you guys Steve's new ride. He's got himself another truck, and she's a beauty. Sitting right up there, actually. So I imagine as soon as he's backed into place, I can pull up where he's at there. Plenty of room up here. Steve's getting backed into place. Jerry's also up there in the corner, so I'll bring the truck on up here. Also, I don't know how this is gonna go. I really don't. They don't have quite all their guys today. Some of the Amish guys went home. There's actually Amish guys set in the building, so might be here for a while, might go quickly. I just don't know. It does look like their current barn is a little out of date. So putting a nice new barn up top. Come on. Should go over to the store and buy some stuff. I don't know what time it opens, but still got the truck looking nice and clean. Hit a little fog and drizzle this morning, but nice for the most part. It is cold up here this morning. Check, see what the temperature is up here. It is 33 degrees. As long as we're in nobody's way, we're gonna stay right here. I'm gonna take all the straps off. All we gotta do is, see Steve's truck, all we gotta do is back up in there towards the crane. So we can take all the straps off. Let's go see how they're doing by now. I think they might be unloading Jerry's truck with the payloader, just to get us out of here a little quicker. Got one more stack to unload on Jerry's truck, and then they're actually going to get the rest of these slats off with the payloader. So it's gonna be nice. Won't even get late tonight for us, since, you know, we're not reloading, so it's all working out good. See if we can get parked into place here. The guy in the payloader, funny guy. He's like, hey man, just so you know, the truck show's ended about a month ago. It's not truck show season. I guess he's saying he likes the clean truck. Bunch of great people around here. He's got one more stack to go. Been chatting with these guys, chatting with the farmer. Awesome people. He was telling me that this big dairy barn is replacing the one that he had, which went down. It was down over the hill here, and it went down because of snow on the roof. You know, we're up in the northeast here, get a lot of snow, and from snow being on the roof, couldn't take the weight and it went down, killed a couple of his cows and stuff. So that's why he's getting a new dairy barn. This guy knows how to run a loader. Steady Eddie knows what he's doing. Said he wants to talk to me about some big dairy operation in PA, Pennsylvania, so see what he has to say about that. It's always nice when you can have fun at your deliveries. Come on. We got her done. Let's go clean off the trailer, get on back. And I was talking to this farmer, you know, and he was telling me how, I was asking him about his store here, and he was like, yeah, you know, it's hard to make money farming any other way. You gotta have something else on the side to do, or, you know, you can't make enough of money to get by. See if we can get out of here without hitting a ton of traffic. Like I said, if you're from the area here or near Boston, why, shop at Shaw Farm. They got milk, cheese, produce, baked goods, apple cider donuts, all that fun stuff. Now, I was thinking of going over there. Thank you, appreciate it. I was thinking of going over there and getting me some stuff, but I'm trying to eat a little healthier, trying to take off some pounds, and I was just like, you know what, if I go over there, I'm gonna get, they had homemade root beer, you know, so if I go over there, I'm gonna get probably end up getting a root beer, a chocolate milk, and some donuts. I'm like, nah, I think we'll just pass. So let's head on back. See what the rest of the week holds for us. It's gone through the town of, what is this, Lowell, I think it's called. Jerry's probably about 5 miles ahead of me or something like that, so I'm sure he'll keep me updated with any traffic updates or anything like that. We're all bouncing back, so all of us local owner-ops from back home, we're bouncing back. I think Steve might be getting a piece of equipment. I'm not sure. He was talking about possibly having a piece of equipment, so I didn't hear for sure if that worked out for him or not. Hopefully it did. It's always nice when you can, you know, find a backhaul. I'm gonna have to wait till everything clears up here. Now the light's green, but I gotta swing out there, so I guess we'll just wait till all this traffic passes. Come on, guys, let's go. Come on. There we go. Oh, now I see the lane is clogged up here anyway, so we'll just wait. I guess I can take this bridge over here to the right. We couldn't come that way loaded, but I think I'll just hop on down to 38. It's not much difference, and according to the maps here, it almost looks like it's easier just to go to 38 to get 495. It is a cool looking bridge. Stretch it out, brother. Probably gonna have to deal with a little bit of traffic on the way home. Guy in front of me's got Florida plates, man. It's 30 degrees up here. I think if I'd have a Florida house, I'd be down in Florida right about now. And then I realized I missed 38. And that's why I gotta deal with this traffic, man. Unbelievable. Sat in that for about 10 minutes. It's all good. They're just doing some milling or something. be cool running into Mike while we're here, Boston Trucker, you know, but I send him a message. I said, hey, I'm going to be up in your area. That'd be pretty cool if we'd see him on the highway. Yeah, up here in the outskirts of Boston, they got a bunch of good old boys up here, you know? Like I'm coming out through 110 there, and a lot of nice dump buckets up here, and they're all waving, you know, everybody waves. So I thought that was pretty cool. It's not like that everywhere, you know. Looked like a lot of older guys driving the trucks, and, you know, they were just friendly. Good we're not on the northbound side. Good grief. I don't know what's going on, but it is shut down. Nobody's moving for miles. It was like that when I got on. So I don't know what it is. I'm guessing an accident. I mean, nobody's moving. Does not look like fun. Getting all around the middle laners, if you will. They're bad today. Here at the travel center. Just gonna grab me a spot. We're gonna make it quick. Just need some lunch. Very nice and clean in here. I'm impressed. Got a Subway wrap. No soft drinks. I'm trying to stay off of those, so I'm gonna grab a coffee though for the way back. And this travel plaza, north and southbound, does have 4-star reviews on Trucker Path, so that's how you know it's good, I guess. So basically what my wife and I are trying to do is just kind of challenge each other to stay off of the sugary drinks, because that's one of my weaknesses, you know. I think it's kind of everybody's weakness, honestly. It seems like everybody struggles with that one. Like right now, I'd like to hammer a Diet Coke with my Subway wrap, but I decided to decline, go with the water, you know. So I remember my boss, the farmer I used to work for, he told me he used to weigh like 400 pounds or something. I remember asking him one time, I said, you know, how'd you get that big? Like, just the food you ate, or what was it? And he said Mountain Dew. He would drink soda every single day. And of course, it depends on your body and stuff. Some people can do that and they don't get overweight, but yeah, I'm trying to stay away from that stuff.
When you out there and you get them all down and you call them legs up, they Jealousy out there, no doubt about it. 3820.
Was good. Had a chicken bacon ranch wrap with lettuce, ranch, spicy sriracha. That was some good sauce. So that one hit the spot, tasted real nice. I don't do Subway a whole lot. Not the biggest fan, but that was a good wrap, my friends.
Yeah, I didn't get the handle. I didn't get the nose for 3820.
We're just getting back here. Let's let that big boy go. Smooth ride back, I tell you that much. Didn't hit a whole lot. I mean, we hit it pretty good. There was some traffic on 84, road work at several spots, but not bad at all. We can get this thing back to the shop. If the bay's empty, we'll park her inside. Calling for some showers overnight. Should be dry by the morning, but we'll put her inside if the opportunity's there. I got the trailer unhooked. It looked like the bay is empty, so I'm gonna go open up the garage door. Well, good morning. We are down here in Oxford again, getting a load of lumber. So we're getting a load of treated 16 footers. We've been waiting for a while already, but they got some loads still down on the pad. Usually they're staged, over here by the stacks, and he can just, pick it up, bring it over on the trailer. But I guess they are still down by the pad down there where they treat the stuff. So it's taking a little bit of time, but we'll deal with it. When we do 3 loads like this out of here in a day, it's really not a jam-packed day or anything like that. So, we'll deal with it. Been here for almost an hour already. As you can see, we're the only truck here, but like I said, it's fine. 3 loads in a day, I'm, even with an hour and a half per load, I'm usually still done by 4, which gives me a nice 10, 11 hour day. So I've got something to show you guys though, something that I got in the mail yesterday. So this is what we got, a little Christmas gift from Love's Travel Stops, and check this out. Card, a whole pound of beef jerky, that good beef jerky that they have, the Robertson's beef jerky. Pretty cool, a whole pound of that. That's a, Matt loves beef jerky. And then they sent me this truck. It's like a Lego tanker truck. The boys were so fired up because they're really into their Legos right now. It's not the Lego brand, but that's what it is. It's like a Lego, you know, you put it together piece by piece, and they have it together already. They put it together last night. So the Lowe's tanker truck here, in the card here, it said these are going to be available at the Love's Travel Stops December 7th, and they're just around for the holiday season. And then they sent me a gift card. So thank you to Love's for sending that out. I thought that was pretty cool. You know that I'm a big beef jerky guy, so I don't even know how they knew that I like beef jerky, but sending me the tube of beef jerky there, man, that made my entire week. So pretty cool. So anyway, thank you to Love's for sending me that little Christmas gift there. I thought that was pretty cool. You know, stuff like that makes your day. And last year, if you guys remember, last year for Christmas, Bob had sent me, Bob watches the videos, he's a subscriber here, he sent me 3 bags of beef jerky for Christmas. So beef jerky always makes my day. So thank you to Love's Travel Stops, Love's Truck Stops, for sending me the little Christmas gift there. Got a nice inbound Peterbilt there. So he's using a spare lift because his is, the new one that he usually drives is in the shop. So he can only lift 3 of these. So he's got 2 stacks of 3 on right now. So he's got to bring 2 more packs out for this side, 1 on each stack. So shouldn't be too much longer. Calling for some snow tomorrow, so I don't know how that's going to be. I think they're calling for 1 inch or 2 around here, but you know how it is around here anymore. When we get snow, it's a wet snow and usually don't last long. Back out for the front. All right. Finally loaded up after about an hour and 45 minutes. It's also a chilly one this morning. Straps were a little frozen up from washing it Friday and then freezing up over the weekend, but we're loaded up, ready to head back up to the gazebo shop. Put these 2x6s unloaded and we'll come back for another. Looks like we're gonna get a full day of sunshine before the little bit of snow tomorrow, so we'll take that. Which side is this guy wrapping his tarps up here? I don't want to drive over his tarps, but a lot of times guys are like wrapping up their tarps here. No, we're good. We're good. We can get around the right side of his truck. Alright, got the paperwork. We got about, how much board feet we got on here? About 16,000. So that's a good load. My gauges are actually almost at 60, so we might be a little heavy on the drives. Should have maybe set them back a little bit farther, but we'll be alright. So just up ahead here as we go over Route 1, over the weekend here, I heard it was a rollback truck, like a straight job. I won't mention the company, but they're a good, big company. It's going under this overpass here, and he hit, I'll put some pictures on, he hit the bridge. Hard. I didn't hear what happened to the piece of equipment, but as hard as he hit that bridge, and as big of a chunk that he took out of there, I was like, man, that machine had to be pretty messed up. So he took a big chunk out of the overpass, and the road was closed on Friday. Both of the roads, Route 1 and 10. Closed up both of the roads, and J.D. Ekman, is what I'm told, J.D. Ekman put a temporary beam in there so they can open the road back up. And they did it in, I don't know, within 2 days. Pretty impressive. I mean, there was concrete all over the road. It was a mess, but they cleaned it up. Knowles Towing cleaned up the scene and took care of all that. And then J.D. Ekman, local company here out of Atlanta, does a lot of big road projects. They seem like a very good company, but they had this temporary beam in within a day or two, which was nice for us because now we can, I wasn't sure how I knew that I can get on one to get down to the treatment plant, but to come back up, I would have had to go either to 896 or 41 or I don't know. So it's nice. Local company getting the job done quickly. That way everybody can keep rolling here in, this week. So once I got out to the flat here a little bit better, my gauges changed a little bit, so I'm actually not heavy. Yes, sir. Good morning. How we doing? Somebody there with a nice Peterbilt giving me a shout out. coming out through here. He's getting ready to cross them over the road into the other meadow. I was kind of hoping that he would do it while we're sitting there. And you know, it takes a while, but I thought it'd be cool for you guys to see. You know, the Amishmen will close down the road and let the cattle cross into the other pasture. But they were still making their way out through, so he probably waits till they're all out there, you know, till there's not much traffic, and then get them across the road. This one unloaded, then we go back down for another one. That was pretty cool getting the J.D. Ekman truck, right? They got some nice trucks. Right after I'm bragging up J.D. Ekman, I get to film a J.D. Ekman truck. So that was kind of cool. I don't know any of their drivers personally, but they do talk to me. There's a couple of them. They're always waving and saying me by name, so I don't know what this driver's name was, but he said, "Have a good day, Matt." So yeah, it was cool to be able to film that truck, and it was looking nice and clean today too. So we're gonna unload this and go back down for another one. All right guys, we got another one loaded up and we're gonna head back, and that is the end of this video. So stay tuned. Next video we'll be going down to Virginia, down close to Roanoke. And like I said, told you guys before, stay tuned. In the new year we got some changes coming, exciting changes, so I want you all to be a part of that. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.